The Kendy and Raybo podcast, sponsored by Maeve's and the Garavogue Bar.
Very peaceful, isn't it?
What's very peaceful?
Just this.
Oh, we started?
In general, yeah.
Oh, brilliant.
I didn't want to say anything because
I was busy.
Because you're on your phone again.
I'm on my phone again, yeah. I know I'm on my phone again, but I'm trying to do something here. Okay,
no, I don't mind you being on your phone, obviously, but I just want people to really like to go, you're joking. Did they actually start
It's a pure ignorant way to start anything.
Who cares? No, it just feels peaceful because it's only AI Brendan that's here.
And AI Brendan is a surprisingly quiet
He's
and
not half as annoying.
dutiful assistant.
Oh, my hand was covered in there as well. I wait for AI Brendan.
Do you?
Yeah, AI Brendan is like, he doesn't talk to us beforehand about,
Life.
just life and you know, making all small talk with someone that you're only business associates with. Do you know that? Like we're only it's only because he's involved in this.
Yeah.
That we actually talk to him.
Yeah.
And it's all small talk. I haven't time for that small talk stuff, man.
It's funny.
You're busy. You're busy. You are, yeah.
You've kind of made me think about work. You know, when I do be in the office 2 days a week, you know, that I do be not remote working.
Yeah.
And I do be in the office and you're meeting people that are associates, business associates. And you have to stop and chat and have the crack.
Yeah.
But they're literally a consequence of just having been in the building.
Yeah, but, well, to a certain extent, yeah, but you'd want to be that complete ignorant bastard to just go, I have no interest in talking to you now.
Those people exist though.
Yeah, but it's not just an Irish thing to go stop and ask about the weather.
Yeah.
There's something beautiful about that though, isn't there?
Don't I have an awful habit of, we've talked about this before, that when I'm in a conversation, sometimes I'm distracted or need to be somewhere else.
Yeah, you just go.
But I've been very conscious of it lately. There was a couple of weeks there, obviously, where I was doing the setup in Waxies.
Yeah.
And I was kind of in the pub for business reasons. Mm-hmm. And I was trying to make sure everything was working. But I'd be meeting people in a social capacity whilst doing it. And I'm like, well, what's the crack? This place looked great. And been really nice. They were being lovely and they were asking questions and they wanted to know a bit more about it. And I hadn't time.
Yeah.
I had time to talk to them. And I was finding it really difficult to try and explain, I have to go now and I have to fix this.
I know. So I
wish it wasn't like that.
But we get that all the time being out in pubs. So you do, you'll give as much time as you can to people. Not like that they're looking for your time, but just you don't want to be ignorant.
No, you don't want to be...
We had it at the weekend, at a wedding at the weekend with the Atlantic. So Ryan, the groom at the weekend, listens to us.
Yes.
So a big shout out, Roisin and Ryan. Fair play to you.
While we're on this now, I suppose, this is the perfect time to say the thing I was told. This is one of those... There was a gentleman called Mike.
Yeah.
Mike landed up to me while I was dripping sweat trying to set the band up.
See, that's what I was going to say.
I had to talk to Mike for the evening.
I know, but there was a table of mics. So there was a table of mics, and we were obviously trying to set up and sweating, and we were trying to do the sound.
Yeah.
And I felt really bad because I was like, I would actually sit at your table all night if I could.
Pints.
But unfortunately, that's not the life we're living right now
it's
for the next 2 hours. But it was just we took a picture with them and stuff.
Yeah.
But I felt like a prick after it. I was like, it looks like we just walked up with picture is it? Yeah, quick, come on, take a picture.
Come on. What are you doing with your 2 cameras?
Yeah,
One will do you.
I didn't want to be like that. I didn't feel like... Anyway, go on. He told me
Mike told me, and this is regarding Ryan the groom.
Yeah.
Glengola Sailors.
No.
I had to get...
Young man. Whenever you say Glengola Sailors, it sounds like a...
Why?
That just sounds like an old gay club or something.
I was singing YMCA on the way in the van as well.
There you go.
But I was singing...
Maybe we're the gay ones. Anyway, it doesn't matter if we are or not. Who cares, Ray? Come on.
Glengola Sailors. Glengola is his address and Sailors is a type of cattle.
All right, okay.
He said, you make sure you say that in the podcast.
Are we advertising here now or something?
I said, I don't know, but I've never heard of either of those words in my life.
Glengola Sailors. And they taste lovely.
And Mike, apparently, they referred to him as the Connemara Shortars.
Jesus Christ.
So he's...
come here, a shout out to all them boys.
Yeah, it was great. I have to say now, it's a very enjoyable wedding.
You know, when we set up the Atlantic, I didn't think... I set up the Atlantic. When we set up the Atlantic, I was like, it'll be good.
Yeah.
There could be a few podcast weddings.
Primarily is all we're getting.
Yeah, I didn't think all of them. I didn't think every wedding was going to be a podcast wedding.
Yeah. I'd like people shouting at you in the toilet, fair play to me.
Yeah.
You're going, this is weird.
It's so weird because a lot of time when I was doing weddings before, if you went to the Jack's during the break, they wouldn't even know that you were one of the fellas on the stage.
No, not at all.
Whereas now you're like, if I go into the Jack's now, there's a good chance I'm going to have 5 conversations before I get back out again.
There's good crack in that too. When we were loading in on Saturday night, I was knocking jokes about the fact that why did you pick a hotel on a big steep hill?
Yeah.
So like bringing gear into Croagh Patrick.
Regardless of whether people are listeners or not of this podcast and they book us for the wedding, you're not there's a certain amount of professionality that we have. But at the same time, you're not going to stop us having the crack.
No, not at all.
Not in the slightest. Like, when we land in, his parents, Ryan's parents came up to us afterwards saying, oh my God. They were like, that was no, they were like, what a brilliant night. And we weren't expecting to do all this and all that. Brilliant. And then Ray walked over and said, Kendy, let's get out of here, man. This is the shittest wedding I've ever been at.
I couldn't help it. And I was afraid I was overstepping the mark.
No, you're
I
not.
do believe I went over and I said, that's the worst wedding I've ever played.
It's the worst wedding I've ever played.
I kind of ignored the three of them standing there, the groom and his parents.
Yeah.
This is the worst wedding. Let's get out of here quick.
Yeah. But that's brilliant, though. Anyone, you can't be.
Can't take a joke, don't book us.
No, don't book us if you can't take a joke. And I always say this as well. You're not going to get full whack of, how are you all? This is this. Well, hey, I'm delighted for you. This is the best day of life. This, this is us. You get the real us.
Yeah.
Mickey and all.
Yeah.
That's if you see us in the toilet, like,
that's
during
right,
the break. You know, I'm going to drink this now, and fair play to Roisin and Ryan.
I won't lie to you, Kendy. I have an abundance of stuff today.
Good.
I have an abundance of stuff.
I came in as flat now as a battery at the bottom of my base bag, right?
Right, okay.
I came in as flat as a 9-volt.
Okay, well...
After doing fucking a summer.
Can I start off on a TikTok?
Yep.
Hold on now, and I just turned this down for a second now. I'll find the bloody TikTok. So basically, I came home last night. I was very tired of myself. I had a long day yesterday. And I...
can't believe you're not dead yet. Go on. No, sorry. I cannot believe you're still alive.
Laura says to me, she said, I have to play with the cat. I said, sound, I'm going to sit and watch a little bit of TikTok for myself.
What do you have to do playing with the cat?
Just play with the cat. You know, she's a little thing on a fishing rod.
Cats lick their own balls and then...
Our cat doesn't have, our cat, lady cat.
Oh yeah.
So Laura has a little extendable fishing rod with a little bunch of feathers on the end of it.
Right.
That she basically runs around the room and the cat chases after thinking it's a bird. But anyway, while this was happening upstairs, I was downstairs and I happened to be scrolling through my TikToks and I found a clip of Jimmy Carr.
Oh yeah.
You like Jimmy Carr, do you?
Like, just
about.
But if he was in town now, I wouldn't go see him. As in, I don't mind him. I think he's all right. Like,
okay, fair enough. Well, this was a clip of Jimmy Carr. I think he was over in the States, but he does this thing now with his shows where people send him messages and he reads it out.
He does.
He reads it out, and this got me. Okay, and I'll just...
Emotionally or funnily?
Funnily, I laughed so hard I almost had a small bit of a coronary.
Right, okay.
So here she goes.
In 2020, I tried to take my own life and didn't see a way out of my depression. Your shows on Netflix and clips on social media gave me something to laugh about when all I saw was darkness. I've been out of hospital for 2 years now and finally get to see you live with my wonderful partner, Hannah. Thanks for being the light in the dark.
Did you hear that?
No, what did it say?
Someone in the crowd shouted gay. Stop.
Why does that get you so much?
Because it just reminded me of everything I've ever been at in Ireland.
Yeah.
Where something emotional is spoken about.
Yeah, and someone goes...
And someone just goes, gay.
That's awful gay.
But it's we've moved on so far past it now.
Yeah, I know.
Where it's not. Like, this was a real old school thing to say.
But is it odd, though, that it's still funny?
Funny. It was so funny.
So that's what makes me think.
I have a really weird sense. I sent that to Laura. She watched it twice.
Yeah.
And she couldn't see where the joke was.
But what I mean is, like, and I'm not a huge proponent of I think there is stuff that you probably shouldn't say, would say. But anyway, the idea now that the stuff that was alright 20 years ago now, it's not alright now.
Yeah.
But it doesn't mean it's not funny though. It doesn't actually mean it's not funny though. That's the thing. Like,
I really struggled because I laughed an awful lot. I just thought it was just perfect. Like, it was such a really heartwarming moment. And the book that obviously wrote this about Jimmy Carr saving him from suicide was sitting there in the audience, and just someone had the mental acuity to go. Yeah. Okay.
No, but do you know what they call that? It's when your intrusive thoughts take over.
Oh, they do, yeah.
He couldn't help it.
No, he couldn't help it.
He had to get that out.
Yeah.
You know?
It's a bit like, when everybody in a crowd are going, Jesus, wow, oh, and someone goes, fucking hell.
Yeah.
And it's immediately then you've done the thing. You know, the Father Ted.
That's the Father Ted thing.
Yeah.
It's rare we talk about Father Ted, actually.
It's rare, very rare. Now, right, I'll carry on there now.
Go on.
I'm just going to read them in order.
Yeah, go on.
If we swapped bodies with the wives, what would you do? So you have a day. I know we've probably talked about this before. The reason I bring it up is because I posed this to Laura. I don't know how it happened, but it came up anyway, that what if we swap bodies for a day? And
she'd be in awful trouble.
She said I couldn't be arsed. She said I'd be too busy.
Yeah.
But I then said what I was going to do. So before I tell you what I was going to do, do you want to...
You would have stared at yourself for 18 hours straight.
Kinda. What I said to her, she found it is actually a nice segue from what happened last there. But I said that first thing I do is I go up to that wardrobe of hers and I put on one of the nicest outfit jeans that she'd have, because she loads of savage outfits. Like, she looks unbelievable in.
Yeah.
I'd go up and I'd have me pick of it, and I'd just wander down the town. Do you know? And everybody be going, Jesus, aren't you class there now? Look at you
Look at
there.
Ray.
Yeah, exactly. And I'd be going, yep.
Yeah. So you just
around.
you just want the compliments.
And then I said I'd have to come back then after half an hour, because if I've only a day in that body, I'm going to wear all the outfits.
No, so I thought you were going to say, if I've only a half an hour of compliments,
no,
that I would have been rode 40 times over just from not being able to handle it.
So so basically all I said to her was, I just like to try on loads of your outfits. And then she looked at me and she said, Jesus, should I be worried?
Yeah.
Should I be worried?
You know, like, it's okay. You know, in the Pink Pony Club, Ray, you're allowed to be whatever you want to be. If you want to wear dresses, you don't need Laura's body to do it.
Actually, now that I think of it, it probably was a very disturbing thing to say to your wife, that I'd spend the day in her body just trying on her wardrobe.
Yeah.
But I see, it'd be great to be able to wear stuff that just looks okay on me. You know, I do struggle with my old t-shirts, you know, trying to disguise the love handles and the...
No, but I think you should wear your clothes on her body, though. You should still walk down the town in your jeans and your Jack and Jones t-shirt.
On her body?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just to see how...
We go crack now if she started wearing my stuff for a day. She'd understand.
As in if she... but now this is this thing I was going to get onto there. What I would do is, the most interesting part of switching bodies with your partner...
Yeah.
It would end the debate, first of all, of who's more exhausted.
Oh, it would. You'd see it from their shoes.
You'd go, I'm not half as exhausted in this body.
Yeah, that's true.
Or you'd go, I'm twice as exhausted.
Be
in this
awful
body.
handy, that.
Because you only know how you feel.
Yeah, you don't know how someone else feels.
Your perception is only based on your own. So, like, even in terms of, like, sickness, not just exhaustion, but sickness or, like...
Pain and suffering and all that jazz.
So, if I ended up in Nicola's body, would I go, oh, I need to start looking after my own body?
Or we just start going, I need to look after my Nicola.
Yeah, either one of those.
I love the way you immediately went to go, geez, I can't end up like her.
That's so true, though. Either one, you'd end up going, one of us here needs to start looking after ourselves. Yeah. And that's the only way you'll ever find out who's worse off.
Would there be anything else that comes to mind as what you do?
No, I just love to nip that one in the bud and go, Nicola, I'm more exhausted than you are all the time.
And I know now.
We know now, so can we just concentrate on me from now on?
That's great.
Wouldn't that be the right way to do it?
That's a nice way of doing it, yeah.
I love the way I immediately found a way of going, I'll fucking catch her out.
Yeah.
That's it. Exactly what happens.
I know, but and your mind didn't immediately go to what you'd do in the first little while. Do you know?
No. Because here's the thing. This is the thing, right?
Yeah.
If you tell me, right, this is the difference. If you tell me, Mark, you're switching bodies with, like, some model in fucking Sweden.
Yeah.
Then I'd be like, I'd have a right good look.
Oh, because it'd be new.
I'd get a right good handle of myself.
Yeah. You'd have to know yourself before you were doing anything with it.
The thing is, I don't need to be in the... Oh, my God.
I know what you're going to say. I don't need to be in Nicholas.
Listen,
I don't need to be in
I've already been.
To be... That's very good.
I've already...
I've done that. Done that.
There was a Freaky Friday there, I'll tell you, Ray. There was a Freaky Friday.
Yeah.
You know?
Oh, that's very funny.
So there's nothing new there. And she'd say the same.
Yeah.
If she was switching in, she'd be like, I'd love to get some stallion,
Yeah,
some big
something
stallion with
new.
an unmerciful yoke. And then she'd probably slap it around the place.
Yeah.
But if she got a hold of my yoke, she wouldn't go slapping it around the place.
You were doing a helicopter.
Yeah,
because she slapped it around the place
she
many
slapped it,
times.
but
Yeah, okay.
She has a slap. No. Do you know what I mean? Sorry, no, man.
No, that's very
Anyway.
good. Next item on my to-do list.
Yeah.
Your tongue knows what everything tastes like, feels like.
What?
Your tongue knows what everything feels like. So look around you. We'll say here, look at the table.
Yeah.
I bet you can immediately know what that feels like if you were to lick it.
Well, yeah, obviously.
I
But
see the curtain.
yeah.
Rotten.
Yeah.
Imagine licking the curtain.
Yeah.
You can feel it straight away, can't you?
Yeah, but
Isn't that mad?
not really, no.
When was the last time you licked a curtain?
Well, I licked it before you came in. Lick a lot of windows. I used to lick the windows on the way to school.
Stop. But isn't that mad how you know? You kind of know what you're talking.
But I have to contextualize this.
You do, yeah. And like as well, like even the thing that's holding the microphone, or even the microphone that'd be rotten now if you lick that. Yeah, don't lick it now.
Well, that's my one.
Yeah.
But like,
there's guests in here though.
yeah, but I don't think it's guesswork. I know you said guess there, and it sounds like I was saying no, that's not what I thought. But I don't think it's guesswork. I don't think there's any kind of internal perception that your tongue has.
I
that
think
you
it's
don't.
mad that you're aware of what the texture of everything is without having ever licked it.
Well, the funny thing about your tongue is it's been some awful places. No, the funny thing about your tongue is it doesn't matter what something tastes like. Your tongue could reject it.
Could reject it.
So a mushroom.
Yeah.
I like the taste of mushrooms.
Yeah.
But my tongue will have nothing to do with it.
How does your tongue communicate this to you?
It just does. So the tongue is a separate entity. I'll give you that.
What?
I don't mind. If I had mushroom soup, I wouldn't bat an eye. I'd go, that's all right now.
Oh, so when you get them in their pure form as a mushroom.
Texture-wise.
Yeah,
my tongue says no way.
No way.
Yeah.
Right.
There could be loads of lovely stuff. I really like onions.
Yeah.
Right? And I like the taste of onions.
Yeah. Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
My tongue does not mind an onion when it's uncooked.
When it's uncooked.
But my tongue will go apeshit if you caramelize or fry an onion. And it's my tongue that's doing that because I don't mind the tastiest. But he's going, don't be leaving that on top of me. It's like leaving your shoes up on the table in Donegal. That's the way my tongue acts whenever I give it food that it doesn't like the texture. Is that a problem in Donegal? Apparently that's the thing in Donegal, like a superstition. You can't leave. That's probably all over Ireland. You can't leave your shoes. Bad luck to leave your shoes on the table.
Yeah.
You know what win in All Ireland then.
Okay, I hope they will.
I hope they're all leaving shoes on the table up there. Anyway,
that's interesting. You've reminded me of something.
Go on.
I had an argument with the builder today.
All right.
Not an argument.
Yeah.
A debate.
Go on.
About opening doors.
Leaving doors open?
No, not leaving them open, but the way they open.
Oh, yeah.
And I've never thought of... See,
in or out?
Well, not in or out, as in which way, into the right or into the left.
Oh.
Now, it wasn't an argument. He said, what are you doing? You have a note written there for the electrician to move the light switch from one side of the wall to the other. Because I was going, yeah, but if the door opens in this way, wouldn't it be much nicer than having...
And he said, you can't
And he said, no, there's a way this is done.
So the hinge is on the left?
No, it's not even... It's weird. Okay, take for example, you're going into a bedroom.
Yeah.
Right? You're walking in the door.
What are you doing in there? Oh, no, never mind. Okay,
yeah, so the wall is on your left, we'll say. Yeah. And the rest of the bedroom is on your right.
Well, then the wall opens into the wall. The door opens into the wall.
It doesn't. It opens into the bed.
But why would it do that?
And I said, why does it do that? He said, for privacy. So when you open the door in, that you're not immediately seeing the book in the bed.
Or 2 books in the bed,
Or 2 books in the bed. You wouldn't know it's a free world.
Yeah.
But it's privacy coming in. The door opens towards...
So you can open it and go, I'm coming in, almost.
Yeah. And then, so in our sitting room, there was crack with the door going in. So the door is kind of in the middle of one of the... or 2/3 up one of the walls. So there was a little 2-seater couch, we'll say, then the door, then there's some more wall.
Yeah.
Right?
Right.
The television over in yon corner.
Yeah.
The way the door was opening, as I was opening it, I couldn't see the television. So
Right.
I said, let's open it the other way so that I could open it in and immediately see
and
the television.
And have a gawk at the telly, yeah.
Yeah. And he said, no.
He said he won't do it.
Won't do it, that's not the way it's done. And I had to say...
He said he'd rather retire.
And the thing about me and Trevor is when we have a debate about something, we always make a compromise and he gets his way.
He gets what he wants.
He gets what he wants.
He's like Dermot Bannon, is he?
Yeah. But he did say to me...
There's a courtyard in the middle of Race House.
If you're watching something on the telly, he says, and say you're watching it on your own in the sitting room and the door is closed, when your wife comes in, when Laura lands in the door, you want to have a second or two, you know?
Oh, what are you watching? Channel 912? People haven't watched that since 2006. What the fuck?
That was the examples they were giving. It's like if you had something on the television, like if it was maybe...
Who uses the telly anymore?
Maybe it was a late movie or the Saturday night movie was on and there might have been a dodgy scene on it and said the kids were coming into you.
Oh, that's true, yeah.
Now, you don't want the kids, you want to be able to hear the kids coming in. Yeah. You don't want them to land in and Daddy's sitting there watching
straight over
Susan Sarandon getting an awful scene to.
Is there a film where Susan Sarandon does get an awful scene?
I have no doubt. I don't know why she's
there has
the first
to be
person
somewhere.
Of all the women in all the world, why did Susan Sarandon come to my mind?
That is the weirdest one, yeah. There was in her newest film. It was the one it's the one where she did it.
But the last thing you'd want is the wee 2-year-old coming in.
Yeah,
you know,
that is,
for you.
I suppose that is stuff that you oversee, like, but I don't know. I can't imagine that you'd be watching anything.
But it was, regardless of that, I was just fascinated by the fact that houses have been built for hundreds and hundreds of years, and there's kind of an unspoken rule as to the way the doors are supposed to open.
Yeah,
like he was looking at me like he had 10 heads of me, going, "What are you doing? Open the doors like that?"
Well, like it is funny that there's unspoken rules in everything, in every sense of the world. Yeah. Like, what if the Atlantic were gigging and I said, I'm the lead singer, but I'm actually going to go where you go, Ray, and you're going to go out the front.
Oh yeah, that'd be interesting.
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Everyone would go, no, you don't do that. Yeah. But you go, but why?
Why not?
Why not? And the only answer to that is, no, it works because you have to have the fella in the middle. Yeah. That's what you do there.
Yeah.
And someone could go, sure, doesn't matter. Put him wherever you want. What difference does it make?
I wasn't planning on talking about that. That wasn't on my list. So
well, you've been called out now, Trevor Love.
Yeah. Oh geez, I'm after going to the top of the list.
And there's a home door. Does the front door always open in the way, or can you pull the front door out?
Oh geez, you wouldn't want to. Then you're living in a porta cabin
What's that mean?
or a caravan. Well, the door opens out.
Yeah,
That's a porta cabin or a caravan.
So you can't do that in the house. But why not?
Well, that's it.
Why not?
Yeah, why not?
Whenever I build my own house, I'm going to have the
Your
door open out. Yeah, don't care.
Next up, would you adopt a tiger?
No, it's so funny you said that. No. Okay. I have a lot of feelings on this.
So €5 a month.
Oh no, hang on, no, that's a different thing you're asking me there.
It's been ads on the radio.
Yeah, and the answer is no.
No.
You asked me a completely different question there. The answer is no on that as well.
All right, what was the one you thought it was?
The one I thought it was is, would you buy a tiger? Would you buy an exotic animal and hold it? No, you wouldn't. There's a couple of things in this world that don't really give me a huge amount of sadness, although I do feel sorry for the families around them. When people get mauled by their pet chimpanzees, you're kind of like,
yeah,
fuck's sake, you had a chimpanzee, you bollocks.
Yeah. Yeah.
You know?
Yeah, it's good. It wasn't a bad
idea. If it walks like a duck and it talks like a
duck, it's probably a duck.
It's going to act like a duck.
Yeah.
So, same thing then with tigers. Your man, Carol Baskin, that fella.
Oh, yeah.
Your man, Tiger King and all that.
Yeah.
Like, if he got mauled to death by one of his tigers, I would go, well, yeah, like.
Yeah, that was going to
because
happen.
you were holding on to tigers. And the other thing is, you know, in Spain, they let the bulls go at them.
What?
Do you know in Spain they
the bull run.
Bull runs.
Yeah, that's the daftest thing I ever seen.
But
No
the
offense
thing
to the Spanish.
No offense to them at all, because there's nothing wrong with danger. People take that risk. As in,
they like the danger.
No, yeah. I mean, like, it's the same, like same as any football or hurling. Like, when you go out and play, there's a good chance you're going to get hurt. You don't go, well, it's your own fault now, you played hurl. What I mean is, when you're doing those bull run things and you get impaled,
oh God,
you shouldn't have done the bull run if you didn't want to die that day.
It's true.
It's far too dangerous to be doing.
So you wouldn't have any sympathy for anyone who gets impaled at a bull
I would.
run?
I'd be like, geez, that's awful sad, and his family are probably very sad. Like,
yeah,
but you did a bull run, like.
That's true.
Or even when they're doing the Hyundai up ya baya, you know that one where they lift the red yoke. I do see it, like, people.
What do they call that?
They call it
it's a matador. Matadoring.
Yeah, a Matadorian. Right?
But they're matadoring.
They're Matadoring, yes. So any day, if they get clipped by a horn, I'm like, good enough for you.
Good enough for you.
You know. And the other thing is in a Medich.
Oh, they're bucking horses.
They'd be bucking horses. No, bucking bulls.
Yeah.
They'd be hopping out of it. And I just see kids doing it and shit. And you're like, are you joking me? Like, what are you at? And people have died doing that. You know, you get kicked by a bull. You're not going to wake up to see if it hurts.
No.
Honestly.
It's like it's okay, yeah.
If you get kicked in the head by a bull, you're not going to wake up the next day with a headache.
Yeah.
You won't.
No.
You're not going to wake up.
But again, getting back to the adopted, so the tiger is actually not, you're not adopting the tiger.
You're paying pound for it.
You're going to give €5 to an organisation that's going to mind that tiger abroad in Africa.
Yeah.
And you're paying a $5, but by you paying them the $5, this wild animal gets minded that bit better.
Yeah, so save the tigers, everybody. Yeah. Everybody out there, is that your thing? Save the tigers.
Yeah.
I'm not doing this, okay?
No.
Because if you want Kendy to get involved in anything, you have to pull on his heartstrings, okay?
Right.
And sending me a fucking postcard with a smiling tiger every 6 months is not going to make me want to say, do you know? I get the feeling like what they do is they go, so you're after adopting Jeffrey the tiger.
He lives
Tony the tiger.
Tony, he lives in Senegal.
Yeah. And you've adopted him, and we're going. He's in the wildlife sanctuary, right? Which is acres and acres, half the country.
And your $5's paying for it.
We have him tagged, and we can know what he's doing.
Yeah.
He became a father again, Kendy. Yeah. Every 3 months, we're going to send you a postcard of him. I'm like, I won't get emotionally attached to that animal, love. Because you have to have a cat or a dog in your house to get emotionally attached to them. You're not going to get emotionally attached to someone across the world, you know? And then the thing is, as well then, like every 6 months are they going to be, like if they send me a picture of Tony the tiger or Jeffrey the tiger and he's delighted with his life, do I then go, my work here is done. Yeah. I can now get rid of that direct debit. Or do they send me a picture of him and they're like, jeez, he's fair sad today now, Mark. He's crying.
Will you up your contribution to €10?
You're going to keep this going for a while now because he's not feeling great now. You know? So what did they let me know? Why am I adopting this piece of shit? You know? And the thing is as well, you know, like if you're paid a $5 a month, then a lot of the time what they do is they're like, we're going to send you your very own Tony the Tiger teddy bear. You know, like my daughter has 100,000 teddy bears and I'm not paying a $5 a month for them. They were once-off payments. Do you know? It's not my battle. No more than the people going across on the boat, Gretel Lunchbox and all them.
Yeah.
That's not my... I've picked different battles to look after.
Yeah.
And saving the tigers is not one of them.
No.
And stop scaring me about the bees. I'll just leave it at that then as well.
You've been scared about the bees?
Yeah, everywhere I look. You won't believe it now, Kendy. The bees are going to be gone. And that's it then.
That's the world gone.
That's it then. You know, and I mean, I got to go on to ChatGPT again and go, why the fuck with a wasp stings me, is the world going to end?
Different story though. The bees, and a bee came up at the window the last day. I frightened the shite out of me. It's the noise they make.
Yeah.
You immediately run for the hills. I know that instilled in me as a child.
Yeah, but the bees they won't go near you.
No,
really.
they won't, but it's just that sound.
Yeah. But why are they so important? Like,
because apparently they are the
is it because we won't be able to get honey no more? I keep using
no, it's not about the honey.
Sugar.
They go in and they take the stuff off the plant and then they move the plant somewhere. The bits of the plant that they didn't want sticks to them. And then they go to the next plant and all of a sudden there's more plants. And we need more plants.
There's loads of plants.
Have
you ever been down to the garden centre on the Bundoran Road?
But if the bees...
It's full. It's full, Ray.
Shout out to the garden centre on the Bundoran Road.
I don't know who it is or whatever. It's absolutely full.
Yeah.
The one on Spar out in the Pierce Road.
Yeah.
Full, Ray. There's plants everywhere. Every Mother's Day. Full of
the
plants.
problem is though, if the bees stop moving the plant seeds of
Specimens.
life, seeds around the place, then there'd be no plants. And then those poor plant places would close down.
And then...
Can you imagine that filling station without that little plant place?
Oh, there wouldn't be work going to.
No, it wouldn't. It'd just be a spar.
And, but come here. But then, what happens though? Does that mean there's no oxygen in the world? Because that's what they keep telling
problem.
me.
Yes, it's the knock-on effect. It's no more than what you said about the COVID. Someone had sex with a monkey and all of a sudden. Yeah. So
someone started cutting turf and then all of a sudden it's my fault. That's the way it is, by the way.
Yeah.
Someone was cutting turf for 500 years and now it's my fault.
Now it's your fault. Yeah.
That's exactly what it feels like.
Yeah.
And you can't help but feel that way. I am a citizen. This is what they call a global village, Raymond. Yeah. We live in a global village.
Yeah.
And what that means is that the world is massive, but we're all in this together.
We're all in it together.
Exactly like a small village community would be. Yeah. And I'm very much a big part of that. And I don't want to see the world burn to the ground. Yeah. But I am getting sick to the fucking back teeth, right? I've been told all the time, you better change your ways now, Kendy. And I'm going, what the fuck did I do? I've never cut turf in my life. I hated it. I went once with Luke McFlanagan. I hated it.
Yeah.
And now they're like, no, that's it now. You're going to have to pay a fortune now for your gas, your oil, you're going to pay a fortune now for your diesel, Kendy, because we can't keep doing this. And you're like, you created this world. They created this world that I'm supposed to be living in, and now my diesel's through the roof.
Do you recycle?
And you can't park in town. I tried to go into town today, you can't even park in town. More diesel engines than ever, lads.
Do you recycle in your house?
Yeah.
And do you wash out the stuff?
Nicola's unbelievable at washing out stuff. I'd be laughing at her.
I laugh at my mother too. She does be at it as well.
Nicola will clean
washing out
everything
things.
out.
I'd be like the cleanest of stuff, and that's hurt my mother doing a little bit for climate change.
Yeah, but God forgive me, right? When Nicola's not around, and I open up, let's say like a yogurt.
Yeah.
That cardboard's going straight in the general waste.
The normal bin.
General waste.
But
if Nicola's around, that gets washed out and put in the recycling.
But does Nicola then go through the normal waste, knowing fine well how the disaster you are, and picks out all those things and washes them out when you're not around?
No, she doesn't.
That's what my
so
mother
the one
does.
thing I don't do, because I'm not a dirty, disgusting pig,
right,
is I don't put like dirty stuff in the recycling. Anything that goes into recycling is clean.
Nicola's washed it out.
If I'm too lazy, it's going into the general waste.
normal bin.
Does your mother go through the like an old rat? Like an old badger.
Like a starving cat.
Your mother like an old starving cat above the
I say I'd come home with an old Supermax. You know me and the Supermax.
You wouldn't often get it.
You've been getting at me about the Supermax.
Yeah, we have.
I'm not enjoying this.
No, I felt like we were bullying you when you finally bought a sandwich one day.
Yeah,
and I was like, I said to Luke, I feel bad now because he bought a sandwich.
But you were kind of pinpointing that we wouldn't do a wedding unless there was Supermax on the way.
Yeah. So anytime you get onto the Atlantic Weddings website, there's a stipulation on it that your wedding venue, there has to be a Supermax on the road between Sligo and where you're.
Yeah, there has to be.
Or else we can't.
Because I like a little regular burger and chips.
Like at every wedding.
To keep me going.
You know these arguments me and Ray have, lads, with the like, leave at a certain time. He doesn't like, and I'm always trying to leave early. I have to give 20 minutes. 15 minutes. Yeah, 15, 20 minutes of. He's going to stop for Supermax.
He's going to Supermax.
Yeah. If we could be only an hour and a half down the road, he'll still do it.
But I'd have a Supermax, we'd say, on the way home some nights. And I'd bring the Supermax home with me. And on the nights where my father doesn't, bully me for eating too many chips.
Well, we do. He's not the only one, so.
I might put the Supermax in the recycling bin. But my mother then would take it out and she'd clean out the few little chips that might have been left in the box.
Yeah, see, I wouldn't do that
she'd
now.
She'd take the little bit of Coke that was left out of the thing.
Yeah, that's your pig.
Yeah, she'd actually clean the paper that the burger comes in.
Yeah.
She'd clean that.
You see, that paper that the burger comes in, I throw that in the general waste. I can't believe you're throwing that in the recycling.
Yeah, no, I put it all in the recycling.
I can't believe
because it is all recycling. And then she siphons through it then when I'm gone.
Because it's supposed to be clean now, right?
It's supposed to be clean.
It is supposed to be clean.
But it's
You're
clean
worse
enough.
than I am.
It's clean enough.
You cleaned it up fairly
You
well.
can't
I'd say.
fucking...
I can't believe you left the chip behind.
A bit of burger sauce now, in fairness now. What's that
No,
going
but
to
they
do to
can't.
the world?
That's the end of it then.
That's the whole batch of recycling.
I
Can't
want
use
everyone-
that burger sauce. And
Anyone out there, Barnett, Green Star, whoever it may be, we need a whistleblower. Tell me the truth.
No.
Is everything that I'm putting in that recycling bin getting recycled?
Probably not.
Or am I wasting my tits? Is that getting filled in underneath the golf course like in The Simpsons? Do you remember that episode?
Yeah, I do,
Where it
yeah.
starts bursting out that he takes
Yeah.
over sanitation.
Yeah.
Is it like? Is it though?
I also have to apologise for Shane Walken not being here on the solar panels. I forgot to ask him, but I'll try and get him in next week.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm all for learning what solar panels mean, but not. At
Well,
the
you
same
kind of
time,
ruined
don't.
my life because I was at a lovely christening there. My sister's daughter, Roisin, got indoctrinated into the biggest organisation in the,
The biggest
world.
conglomerate.
Yeah, she became a Catholic.
She did.
On Saturday, a lovely christening. And at the christening, my brother-in-law's brother,
Yeah.
he was there, Cormac, fair play to Cormac, shout out to Cormac. And he immediately started to tell me, or trying to explain to me, what solar panels do and how they're like this and diodes and protons and electrons.
So
I was just standing there, I was going, I'd love if I had the time. Again, it was one of those conversations where I was going, I'm not in this because
it's not even that. Cormac, is it?
Cormac, yeah. There was a beef stroganoff waiting. And he's talking to me about light emitting diodes, and I'm going, Cormac, I have to go get. There's a stroganoff and then there's a pavlova after that. I have limited time here.
Yeah.
I can't be talking about this.
So, Cormac, this is the thing. Lovely fella, I'm sure. Absolutely delightful fella.
I actually would love to go for pints with him. I find him really, really interesting.
Then you'd listen to the.
I'd listen to
solar
it.
panel.
Then I'd be in a situation where I could listen to it.
I wouldn't. I'll tell you why now.
Why?
I don't know him at all.
No, you don't.
But Brendan did the same thing to me as well. So I said last week, aren't solar panels actually magic? How does that work?
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
And then Brendan sent me a picture of how they work.
Yeah.
Explained it like I'm an 8-year-old.
Yeah.
And then Cormac then came to you and said, I'll explain it to you.
Yeah.
But none of that matters.
Yeah, I get your point on that.
None. It doesn't matter how they work.
You just wanted to say they were magic.
I just wanted to. They're magic to me.
Yeah, that was it.
And even if you do explain it to me, how does it work? I still think
You've
it's
lost
magic.
interest at that point.
It's still no, it's not that. I listen and I'll go, no, it's still magic.
Yeah.
So you can explain every step of the way along as to how solar panel works, but it's still a piece of plastic pointing at the sun.
This is probably how the Dark Ages happened.
That's magic.
Do you know, when obviously back in the early days, the Greeks had all this knowledge about stuff and maths and everything else.
Yeah.
And the Dark Ages happened because probably a lot of people like you tipping around.
Yeah.
I don't care how you made the fire. I just still think it's magic.
Well, I mean, a good point there too is that, you know your man Isaac Newton's? He discovered apples.
Yeah. He didn't discover apples.
He did, yeah. He discovered red apples.
He doesn't discover, no, the one fell on him and then he discovered something else.
So, he discovered gravity, right? In what year? What year did he discover gravity? Like?
I don't know, 1923? 17 something.
2004.
It wasn't even 20 years ago.
But the thing is, he didn't fucking discover it though.
Yeah.
Because that wasn't the first thing that ever didn't float.
Yeah.
Like stuff had been falling for millions of years.
Yeah.
And all of a sudden he said,
Well, hold on now.
I'm after calling that gravity. That's not discovering it. We all knew stuff was falling. Everyone knew stuff was falling.
This is a word. I was going to say it's an American thing,
Take a shit.
but it's not, because then again, you had your man Columbus. He landed over to America, full of people.
Well, he was a liar now.
He was going, well, I've just discovered this.
Yeah, no, but he was trying to get to India.
Yeah,
So Chris Columbus.
Yeah.
So that was 1994.
that was 2007.
1994. Christopher Columbus went off to discover India.
Good while back.
Right, and that's why they called them Indians for
Yeah.
years and not Native Americans.
Yeah,
you know,
yeah.
And when he got there, I'm sure the boys in the boat were like, "This
don't know,
isn't what
this
this," and he was like, "No,
Oh,
it is, yeah, it is. This is India, 100%."
It's very strange that you've now triggered me to think of the Katie Taylor fight.
Oh,
Because
okay.
there was a thing about it today. Apparently there was a post-fight press conference where Katie and Miss Serrano were together.
Yeah.
And Miss Serrano was kind of saying, look, I know the referee said I lost the fight, but, in my mind, my family and everybody, they think I'm a winner.
Yeah.
I think I'm a winner. As someone says, you can easily change the L to a W.
Yeah.
And just, be more positive and move on. And then Katie Taylor comes in, yeah, but you lost the fight.
Yeah. That was actually before the third fight, by the way.
Was it?
Yeah. So Serrano had lost 2 fights.
Okay.
That was in a pre-match
But
presser.
your man that
yeah,
just
but it was
highlighted
class that
this.
Taylor was like, I know, but I won those 2. But it just reminded me, when I heard that, it just reminded me of me playing under 16 and getting taken off and my mother going, no, but you were the best player in the pitch, Mark. Whatever the fuck happened there now. Don't be worrying, you were the best player out in that pitch.
And why were you taken off?
I was shite.
All right. But
I lost 2 fights.
yeah, okay. It's 2 fights. How was that a reason to be taken off?
You know, I lost 2 fights. Like, but
That's what's wrong with the GAA.
in the conflict, what I mean is like metaphorically,
Oh, okay.
I was the Amanda Serrano who had lost 2 fights.
Yes.
Going, sure, my mommy told me. My mommy told me I didn't lose 2 fights.
I thought you were in 2 fights on the pitch.
No,
during
I never.
And they said, I can't have to take him off. He's
No,
have to get in the head
keeps
kicked.
getting fights. Yeah.
No, because he lost 2 fights.
He's 0-2. No, yeah, there was a great way because Katie Taylor is not a great
But it was
personality.
the American way of looking at things.
Yeah.
Going, I did lose it, but
Yeah.
I'm a winner.
Yeah, it's
And
like
then-
them saying we invented that, and you go, no, you didn't, and they go, you won't change my
You
mind
won't change-
because we did.
That's very true.
Katie Taylor is the best Irish sports star of all time. She doesn't have that personality. She's not an outgoing person, but she's still built
Yeah.
the biggest female boxing career of all time without having the vibrato or whatever of fucking Tyson Fury or whatever, And she knocked the head of Serrano 3 times.
It's great.
Unreal.
Yeah, fair play.
Fair play to her, is right.
Are you aware that they recently completed renovation of Carramore megalithic tombs?
Where's that?
Do you know Carramore tombs out towards Strandhill?
Is that the cave?
No, not a cave. No, they're like tombs.
tombs?
Yeah, but they've recently completed the renovation of these tombs.
What did they do? Put a courtyard in it like Dermot Bannon earlier on we were saying.
But that was my
Is it the same fella? Is Trevor doing that one as well? Is
Trevor's
he?
not doing that one. What I couldn't help but thinking when I heard that they had renovated, so Carramore
They put in triple glazed windows.
insulation on the
Yeah.
whole house. Yeah.
Oh no, they've rigged up
yeah.
5G.
Yeah, put solar panels
They
up.
put
in it.
solar
Yeah.
panels in now. We don't know
Yeah.
how they work. It's magic. But the tombs were magical, really. No one knows how they built like the pyramids.
But isn't it funny how when you hear something like that, when they were obviously what they renovated was the visitor centre.
Yeah.
So the Carramore tombs are obviously 3,500-4,000 year old.
Yeah.
Like rocks.
But they're done now in a modern style. It's quite nice.
They painted them and
The kitchen now
Yeah,
is-
and they're all aerated now.
Yeah,
They're
and-
aerated tombs.
Yes,
That's
they
what
are.
matter.
And they have a water to heat pump.
Heat
They-
pump.
oh, they're,
Heat pump.
they're beautiful. They're beautiful.
Beautiful. Oh,
now,
yeah,
the
they're
way
very
that
well
they're done.
appointed,
3
as
bedroom.
they- yeah.
3 bedroom. If you want to get them, there's 600 grand. 600 grand for a 3-bedroom tomb
Yeah.
out in Carramore.
Yeah.
If you want it.
Right,
Designed by Trevor and Dermot Bannon.
Thought that was funny.
Yeah.
I have a little shout out.
What does it mean though? Sorry, before you get on to your shout out.
Oh, they renovated the.
But what does that mean? They
visitors-
dusted it down like?
No, well, I'm sure they put the solar panels and the insulation, everything into the visitor centre. Probably was a bit tired looking, and they put new seats in.
I don't even know where that is,
That's out abroad. If you're going up to
below, is
Ransborough,
it?
yeah, up below above.
Oh, up to
It's-
Ransborough.
In fairness, it's a good if you're ever in the Sligo area and you feel like doing a little bit of visiting something really old.
You're doing a bit of visiting.
and you're not coming to see me. You
Yeah.
could go to see the Carramore tombs. It is quite an interesting little spin.
Yeah, a lot of that stuff. Like, have you ever been to Newgrange or whatever?
No, but I've always wanted to go.
Do you believe that thing that they knew on the 21st of December every year that the sun would come through the...
Oh yeah, no,
Gap.
I do believe that it was built in that way.
So you know the way we were talking about Isaac Newton there and he discovered apples?
Yeah.
You know, and gravity apparently. The people who built Newgrange were 45 million times smarter than him for discovering that something could fall off a tree.
Yeah.
They knew that on one day every single year the light would hit it perfectly and come true.
But sure, there's been loads of stuff like that. In fairness,
The pyramids is another one that makes no sense.
there's been like generations of people of knowledge lost completely.
Yeah.
Like that was why the Dark Ages happened. There was like everything from
Yeah, they
1,000
didn't-
to like
the iPads didn't have iPads.
no, they didn't. They couldn't sketch out the
No.
pyramid on the iPad.
They won the boy's iPad, lost his iPad.
Yeah, imagine if they're digging away in Egypt or someday and they find an iPad 4.
They had it like
Like
they had
just
it all along.
yeah, we had.
And he
iPads,
left it
yeah.
at a wedding there. There was a wedding in the pyramids, and he
and
left
it's
it behind.
the battery's still charged.
He was gigging at it. He was using it for lyrics, and he left it at the wedding.
I have to do a shout out.
Go on.
Only because I was very frustrating. I was doing a gig for the Corge Festival.
Oh yeah,
Tara McGowan, fair play to her, putting on a mighty
Every
festival
year.
around the town every year, and done with no fuss.
it has
just
to be the most
happens.
peaceful.
Very peaceful.
The most peaceful festival of all time, like
Yeah.
the Corgi Festival.
Yeah, it's very, very good. And this was a particular gig out in Juniper Barn. So Juniper Barn is a venue. There's a lot of weddings, there's a lot of gigs, there's a lot of bits of festivals. Chris and Dorothy, we've spoken about them before.
It's smashing out there.
It's a smashing spot, really lovely. And I did a gig last Thursday night where there was a lady called Ellie O'Neill singing. She was married, she was from Meath. I was like, how the hell do you come down to gigs in Sligo from Meath? She's like, I drive down. I was like, okay, cool.
Ray, are you serious? We get asked that every night.
I know.
And make jokes about it.
Yeah.
And you last night, and you're going back to Sligo.
You're going back to Sligo, yeah, I was doing the same thing.
Like, we're in Galway City, and you're going all the way back to Sligo.
And you come all the way from Sligo.
You're like, And you did that to her. Oh, they came all the way from me, you did.
And then there was a lady called Dee from Keela. She was there with her 2 young fellas.
Oh, no way, yeah.
Louis and Jermut, and they're the most strikingly good-looking men that you've ever met.
Some people have it, Ray.
And it's just really vague. I was looking at them going, you're young lads now. You're both 6 foot.
Prime of their lives.
You're both rocking absolutely trendy cuts. I couldn't understand how beautiful these men were.
Yeah.
And I was so vexed that I grew up looking the way I did.
Yeah, no, yeah.
All the opportunities I missed.
Yeah. When you're looking like that.
When as Westlife, that was what they wrote the song about.
But also, like, I don't know what age those boys are, but like, I golfed 2 weeks ago with 2 16-year-old fellas, right? 2 boys in the prime of their life just after finishing like TY and out golfing every day.
Yeah.
And probably have gallivanting at night or whatever. Like, and I said to them, I hate 16-year-olds. And they were like, oh, why? And I said, because it's 7:30. You're not tired.
No, I know.
You're actually, but like,
I was jealous.
They didn't have to warm up. Like,
they were just there.
They were just there and in it. Yeah, awake and in it, like,
and they were really talented.
Yeah.
So
they started golfing from hole 1.
Yeah.
By the time 9:30 hit and I was on the 10th hole, I hit a shot. I was like, okay, here we go. The shoulders are getting a bit looser now. This is 2 hours in, like, you know. So we just enjoy your youth while you have it.
Enjoy the youth. Anyway, that was my point. Did the gig with them out there. It was lovely. It was an unbelievable night. But there was a food truck out the back.
Oh yeah,
Gigi's food truck.
Right. What was it?
Gigi's food truck. It was doing a pulled pork burger.
Oh yeah.
Never heard of such a thing. I've heard of pulled pork and I've heard of burgers. Never heard of a pulled pork burger.
You can do it.
I chanced it and I got it and I wanted to pay for it. They wouldn't let me pay for it.
No way.
They said, you're working here, we'll give you this.
No.
Give us an old mention on Instagram. Didn't do that. So I said, do you know something?
This is the best way to do it.
I'm going to stay on the pod. Gigi's food truck. It looks like one of those old American caravans, the silver bullet ones.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, and they do a pulled pork burger. And I wouldn't be a fan of pulled pork, but this one was okay.
It was... You've heard it here, lads.
Yeah.
The best review possible.
Now, I wouldn't be gone
Ray
with the pulled pork.
It was no Supermax.
No, but it was okay.
But it was edible.
No, but it was and the chips were delicious. And they were very kind to give me a free pulled
You know, I still think back, the best thing, I was only telling Derek this yesterday. No context or no need for this story, but I'll just tell you anyway. When me and you went to Frankfurt, I had currywurst out of a street cart like that outside a venue somewhere.
Yeah.
And I can still taste it.
Because it was amazing.
It was so good. Like, I still remember what it tasted
Can't
like.
beat a food truck.
Oh, you can't. Like, you actually can't though, can you?
Yeah, no.
And like, there's just something about... Supermax is great, McDonald's is lovely and all that, but there's something about...
Oh, you can get some great stuff.
Someone hammering a burger in front of you.
What was telling me this? I think Brian McDermott of the Brian McDermott Band, formerly known as the Brian McDermott Band.
Featuring the Pixel Band, featuring Brian McDermott.
Now it's Pixel Band featuring Brian McDermott. Yeah. He was telling me a similar story. I think people all have stories of that they were at something, they got wild drunk accidentally, as in they didn't intend to get drunk, but he was at some sort of a trade show for speakers, and he got wild drunk at the trade show, and then
we got wild drunk at a trade show for speakers.
But he landed out into the main thoroughfare, and it was kind of raining and pucky and sowy, and he was walking along, and next thing there was a little food truck, and he got some sort of a kebab.
Oh yeah,
and he said
he
can still taste it.
Yeah,
I think everybody has I can still taste it story.
And this definitely isn't just like for like the aesthetics of it or whatever, because everyone who goes to America thinks about this. But I had a hot dog outside a baseball game in Boston.
Yeah,
it was just
amazing.
It was. I have chased it ever since. Like, I've gone. We surely can get sausage like that in Ireland. You can't.
Sorry, just
like we have lovely pork.
That particular line. Took it out of context.
Kendy's looking for sausage.
Yeah.
So if anyone out there wants to help out, I'm looking for big sausage.
I know I spoke about it last week, but I had a chocolate fondant in the Milanos up in Dublin. Yeah. And I went back about a year later to the same restaurant and they weren't doing it anymore. No one could remember the chocolate fondant.
Yeah, they were like, we never ever did. This isn't a restaurant, this is
and
a
I
shop.
am searching for that chocolate fondant for a long time since, and it's never the same amount of
You are. You've always been.
Will we go for a fondant?
Yeah,
I did it in Spain.
Yeah, you did. You kept doing it. The two of you were driving me mad. You were looking for a fondant everywhere you went.
Yeah.
And Dwayne will kill me for calling him out twice. We called him Muffler last week. But Dwayne went with his Bjor to Tenerife and she got a cortado.
Oh yeah.
So he said, "Oh, I drink cortados now as well." So he got a cortado.
What is a cortado?
It's just coffee. Right?
It can't be just coffee.
No, it is. Listen to me.
Is it not coffee with milk or something?
Dwayne's a great fella.
Yeah.
Great fella. He's full of shit now with this. I'm
But
going to
it's
tell
a
you this.
coffee with milk or something, isn't
Yeah.
it?
Oh, yeah. So sorry. It's way different then. Yeah.
Yeah,
Coffee with milk is what it is, Ray. Okay. So he gets a cortado in Tenerife. It's the best thing he's ever tasted.
Yeah.
Obviously, you're over there with your Bior. Everything is lovely.
Yeah.
Okay. And then he came to Spain with us for 3 days. And in those 3 days, he ordered 24 cortados. And every time he went like this, took a sip. No, it's not the same as Tenerife. It's not the same as Tenerife.
Shout out to Lorna as well. You can't just keep calling her his Bior.
Yeah, well, Lorna. Okay,
You know,
sorry. Yeah.
yeah, you know.
I suppose we better be naming women now.
You better be naming women. It's the modern. Like it's
Anyway,
modern times.
you were looking for a fondant and he was making faces at cups of coffee. And I was like, will you just shut up the two of you? Sit down, lad.
And I didn't find the fondant.
You went everywhere looking for it. You brought us down to this hotel.
Oh no, I think I did find it, but it wasn't as.
It was shite.
Yeah, it was shite. No,
You were doing the same thing. He was drinking a cortado going, no, and you were going, yeah, no. You know?
Yeah.
And me and Bethany were happy with the lasagna.
Yeah.
That's all that happened. Me and Bethany are simple people. We're a bit like Laura, actually, in a way, because Laura's like that too.
Yeah.
Just eat the lasagna. It'd be nice everywhere. Don't worry about it. You know? Lasagna is lovely.
Well, this is our interactive piece of the pod. Everybody just have a little think there. What's the one meal or thing you've ever had that you just, geez, I'd love to get that again.
Yeah. Because you do, it's
And
actually
it might
really
have been
exciting.
drink fueled, but
We I wonder if we go back to that trade show in Frankfurt, is he there every year? Because those vendors get licensed every year probably.
Yeah.
And when I get it again, but will I have built it up too much?
yeah.
There's an episode of How I Met Your Kendy where they get the best burger in
Oh, I remember that.
New
yeah.
York, and
yeah.
they keep looking for it. And every
Keep
time he takes a
searching for
bite,
it.
he goes, "It's not it."
Do you know it would have been really good if I had kind of angled my sales pitch on Gigi's food truck.
I wouldn't even call it a sales pitch really, Ray.
But obviously, there's nothing to do with Gigi's. It was a really nice pulled pork burger. It's just, I would be a fan of pulled pork.
Yeah.
But they changed my mind. I was like, well, that's the first time pulled pork has been okay.
Yeah, they made pulled pork edible for Ray, and that is something.
That's an achievement.
Genuinely, that is. People love pulled pork, by the way, Ray. I'm on your play. I don't like it either.
I've covered everything there now.
Ray, not a bad one. Do you know what? Great peace and quiet, as I always said.
There was it wasn't one interruption there. Now, maybe the interruptions are no harm.
That was a bit shite, wasn't it?
I think it might have been a bit shite. There wasn't one laugh.
No.
And actually, that is
That's
something
so
that people
true.
have said before, that they enjoy when Brendan laughs at something.
Yeah.
Because it gives the hint to people that was supposed to be funny.
Yeah, God forbid you laugh at me. I didn't realise how much I needed them here.
Yeah, we could do it on our laugh track now.
Okay, we'll
Does
try
AI Brendan do an automatic laugh track?
I'll trigger it.
Yeah.
We'll get Brendan's laugh.
Do you know what we
recorded.
don't have now?
Go on.
We don't have a live show to promote.
Yeah, it's amazing.
Yeah, how
isn't
do you
it?
feel about that?
Oh, I'm delighted.
I don't know.
No, you're mad to get me to do another one.
I think so.
You want to do one in Dublin?
Be no harm.
It would be plenty of harm.
I'd love to do one in Dublin.
I know you would.
Because
And
it says in the app, our core listeners are in Dublin.
I know, and it's funny you said that. I'm being genuine now. You pitched it to me, and it makes an awful lot more sense than doing one in Sligo.
I have an idea. And it only just came to me.
I hate when you say this. Go on.
I am putting a call out on this episode 293 that if you are based in Dublin and you'd be interested in coming to see us do a live show in Dublin in a nice little venue, would you do me a favour and would you send a little message to our podcast page that says, I'm in Dublin and I'd come to see you.
Yeah.
And if we get 40 people,
Oh, Jesus.
40 people that'll say we'll come out and see you, now we can hold them to it.
Yeah.
Now I'm going low with
I'm
that
just
now.
letting you know we'll have to put this up on Instagram. We'll have to do a Q&A.
Yeah. Or maybe a Q&A.
Yeah, we'll have to do it that way. I'm being serious. I understand what you're saying.
Yeah.
And it actually makes more sense to do it in Dublin than Sligo.
Thank God.
But I just don't want to. That's the only thing.
that's the only problem with it.
Is I don't want to
You
do it.
didn't want to do it.
But if I had to do it, I'd do it. And obviously I wouldn't be going there begrudgingly.
Yeah.
It's just,
Sorry,
up to Dublin to do a show. Like,
Wouldn't that be
do you know what
marvellous?
scares me the most about it is like we had
You
this
hate
Charlie
Dublin.
Lansbury looking motherfucker last time I had to do a show in Dublin. Like, and just the engineers, like, can we bring Vinny? If we're
We
doing
can
this?
bring Vinny. Which Brian is our engineer.
Or Brian. Oh, yeah, that's true. Yeah.
Well, Vinny is the big.
Yeah, sorry, you're right. Brian's our engineer. Can we bring Vinny?
Yeah, we can bring Vinny. Yeah, we can.
No, but I'm just not going up to I'm part of the union, and there's no way. 4 hours is all I'm supposed to be working. No way.
Yeah.
I'm not doing it. Like
Yeah,
we had
that's
that.
true.
I did not to call him out. Liberty Hall. Like I thought your man was going to kill us. Like when we were asking for XLRs. Like
Jeez, you're calling him out.
myself and Lukey, like we're doing a gig in Liberty Hall. Like and like Luke had to fix the stage. Like because it was the stage was all over the place. There was inputs not working.
Yeah.
Luke was like, just letting you know the input's not working. Your man was like, it was working this morning when I did it, and then
Now,
Luke.
just in the man's defence,
He was 104.
Luke all the time is telling me things that aren't working, and I can't help but get defensive immediately.
Yeah.
Because I'm going, why are you calling me out?
No, I'm
You're
telling you.
10 years my younger.
Sorry. Your man was explaining to Luke that it wasn't working. And then Luke was going, yeah.
Yeah, but again, if I was telling Luke that something wasn't working, I'd hope he'd just take my word for it. But he never does. He goes trying to figure out, well, am I wrong?
No, but Luke
and
was...
I've lost more bets to that man in the last week.
Like, this is the thing that happened that day was your man said, there's nothing coming out of that channel.
Yeah.
And Luke said, do you want to change the XLR then? So, and he was like, that XLR worked this morning. Luke was like, okay.
Change it.
Sure,
Yeah.
will I change it then? Sure, I have to go on lunch.
I'm sorry.
I don't know.
I'm sympathetic resonating here with the book because I know the feeling.
Go up so and the
I'm going to go up now. We'll have a good time.
I'm telling you, an hour with him and you won't be.
Yeah, fair enough. Fair enough.
Anyway.
Happy birthday to my mother.
A happy birthday to Carmel.
Yeah,
Fair
the
play
episode
to
is
you,
out
love.
on Friday. It's my mother's birthday on Friday.
Lovely.
As usual with every mother.
Yeah.
I don't know what to get her.
They
No
have a
one knows
birthday
what to
every
get her. There was chat today. There was, what will we get her? I think she needs moisturiser.
Get her a power hose for cleaning all your shite that you leave inside
The recycling bin. Yeah.
So she can power it out all your burger sauce.
A specific power hose for recycling.
For burger sauce.
For burger sauce. Okay, fair
Happy
enough.
birthday, Carmel,
Happy
love.
birthday, Carmeline.
Shout out to AI Brendan, fair play to you, boy.
Yeah.
And Ray, fair play to me.
Fair play to me.
Good luck.
Good luck. The Kendy and Raybo podcast, sponsored by Maeve's Cozy Front Lounge and the Caravel.